How is your loved one's grief affected if you decide to donate your body to science and they won't get your remains back for anywhere between 6 to 24 months? And that's exactly what this scenario is asking. And the question that you can't see in this comment is, do you think that the loved ones will have another sense of loss when they are receiving their loved one's remains? And do you think that a celebration of life should be done then, or when the person dies? Essentially, when should closure happen? So in scenarios like this, we are essentially delaying our grief process. It doesn't have to be that way. The typical way that we experience the end of life journey is that the person dies, they get embalmed or cremated, and we have the funeral or celebration of life or memorial service. And then they get put in their final resting place. And when any of those milestones get delayed, it can add another layer of grief in the healing process. And as a death doula, I have sat with many people who have shared with me that their grief process was delayed because of either donation to science, or because their person went missing, or because of whatever reason. But we are meant to mourn our person as soon as they pass. So I'm going to share something a little controversial. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you don't. You don't have to like it, but this is just an option. In every single state, you have up to 24 hours with the person before they go to the next leg of their journey. Now, this may not be true in hospital settings. However, if the person is dying at home, you have up to 24 hours. Although some states do allow up to 48 hours. So what I'm proposing at this particular time is to hold some sort of celebration or memorial service at this time. Death is not an emergency, so they don't need to move to their next leg of their journey until they need to. However, depending on what they're donating their body to science for, that might be stricter of a guideline. But the time right after death is the most crucial time. And chances are you will have some time to sit and mourn. My suggestion, as far as once the person is gone to their next leg of their journey, is to hold that memorial service or celebration of life or funeral. That will add the closure that we need in order to move forward. Now, speaking on once we receive the remains back, that is going to be another milestone that's going to reopen some wounds. There are going to be big feelings when that happens. But understanding that that is a normal process of the grieving process in this particular instance is really important to know ahead of time. Now, some donation centers do offer post-donation support for the families and loved ones because it's a really tender time. But it doesn't hurt to get the added extra support. Now, death is never easy. It's uncomfortable and it's painful. But just know that your feelings are valid, no matter what stage that you're in. And one final thing about grief, especially if you've lost someone that you truly love. We learn to live the rest of our lives without that person. And that's hard. So what you're feeling is valid. I'm sending you lots of love.